Hello YouTube. In this game, I get to show off one of the most unexpectedly powerful city-state synergies that exists in the current patch of the Better Balanced Game mod. Here, I'm playing Ethiopia, a civ whose main bonus is gaining culture and science equal to 10% of its faith output. One of the best tools Ethiopia has for generating faith is its unique tile improvement, the rock-hewn church. Under ideal conditions, this can grant up to 6 faith per turn on a single tile. However, it's not without its drawbacks. Working tile improvements that grant no food in production can make it very difficult to scale well throughout the early and mid game. Furthermore, rock-hewn churches can't be placed adjacent to one another, limiting the amount of value we can get out of them. Luckily, there's a city-state that provides an even stronger alternative, Armagh, which grants access to the monastery. While the rock-hewn church is nerfed by the Better Balanced Game mod, the monastery is buffed, meaning it now provides 3 faith and an additional 1 food and faith for every 2 adjacent districts. Furthermore, this tile improvement eventually provides a whopping 2 housing, the most of any tile improvement in the entire game, and its faith yield further increases to 1 faith per adjacent district as well. While monasteries can't be placed adjacent to other monasteries, there's nothing preventing them from being placed adjacent to rock-hewn churches. Using these 2 tile improvements in tandem, it's possible to take Ethiopia to a whole new level. Without further ado, here's the game. Alright. I think I settle in place. In theory, I could also move and settle turn 2 on the incense, but I don't think that's worth it. As Ethiopia in this game, it's nerfed a bit compared to the base game in BBG, but you still gain a bunch of extra science and culture equal to percentage of your faith generation in cities found on hills, and additionally it works in cities found on resources, even if the tile is flat. So I could settle on like incense, for instance, and I would get the extra yields. As if I had settled on a hill. So that's nice. Just go astrology right away. Don't really have to think too hard. Holy site opener. Do you think Thule is a good civ? I think Thule is fine. I don't really actually know how good they are right now. I know that they were definitely overpowered before, and then they got nerfed a lot. And I have not been playing enough games recently to really have a read on how strong Thule is. I still have not played them in their current iteration. Wow, this is a good spot for a city. 5-0 and a 3-2. This is like incredible land up here. Which tile precisely I'll settle on, I don't know. Like it could be that I want to settle here for the 2-2 city center, but then I only see one good tile in first ring. That's a 5-0. It's not very promising unless these 2 tiles are good. Alternatively, I could just settle here and just have the Giga first ring. Have a lower yield city center than settling on the Plains Hill, but it's whatever. You get a 2-2 city center when you settle on a Plains Hill, and a 2-1 if you settle on Grassland Hill. Lots of floodplains down here. Lady of the Reeds and Marshes might be a pickable pantheon. Because I already see that I'm going to have a marsh here and a marsh here. Lady of the Reeds and Marshes will give extra prod on that. In BBG, it gives +1 prod on all marsh and floodplain styles. If the floodplain styles are improved, the marshes don't have to be improved. Only floodplains do to get the bonus. There's a continent split up here. Alright. I think I work the 4-0 for a little bit. Get the faster growth. It'll pay off in more production long run. Yeah, I decided to try hard a little bit. Ethiopia is one of my go-to civs when I really want to win. Some people were talking shit about the fact that I haven't beat the player I'll meet in a while. I played a lot of games with him just because he's always in my Discord server and he's one of the better players here. But I keep missing my first golden age in games with them. So I think my track record against him is pretty poor. So I need to fix that and play Ethiopia, a civ that's very, very reliable and strong. In my view, one of the best civs for FFA at the moment. As it has been for a while. As it just sits here and picks this up next turn. Oh, I first met a white city-state. Okay. Okay, another tribal village. That's my second one. This is my first. Do I have any natural wonders? No, I don't really see any like tiles that are like so appealing that it's likely to have a natural wonder. I'm trying to use the appeal lens to like check to see if any tile has like an unusually high amount of appeal and see if I could get the astrology boost for discovering a natural wonder that way. I'll let me put in the recon XP card before picking up the hut. It gives me extra experience on the scout. Gave me military tradition boost. That's kind of fake. As far as inspirations go, it could do a lot worse. Sure, I'll go south. Okay, met another city state. I was debating whether or not I send this east and this south, or this south and this east. Sorry, I meant this one west. Like, only one of these scouts should go straight south towards the southern tundra. And I was figuring out which one. Got lucky and found another city state. 2 first meets already. Send trade route and construct a holy site. Okay, that's a very lucky quest. Cahokia is also a pretty good city state suzerain bonus. It gives me... Okay. That's pretty good. I'm gonna go improve the rice, sure. I get +1 faith on improved resources as Ethiopia. This will also give me the inspiration or the Eureka for irrigation, which will let me build plantations, which are really good in BBG because they get +1 prod on flat tiles. So if I build them on this incense, these will become 2 food, 2 production tiles. Also 2 gold and 2 faith. Plantations innately give 2 gold. This is actually pretty solidly high roll so far. Another hut. Okay. Builder hut's pretty huge. Where do I want this? I almost certainly want mining, don't I? And then I put it up here. I just need to like remove this. I kind of want to wait to place this. It's going to be a little more expensive because I'll have an additional technology finished when I place it down, like 3 extra prod, but it's worth it just to get the way higher adjacency from putting it next to all the mountains. I need mining to remove the woods up here. Okay, early empire boost. Oh, that was a misclick. Okay. Wait, when do I get the extra faith on improved resources? After political philosophy? Oh, you don't get it early. They nerfed that at some point. I did not realize that. Like, I actually did not know that they changed it so you don't get the +1 faith on improved resources from the start of the game. Maybe I bring this guy back and improve the stone. Sure. Okay, that's not good. What happened?
Don't know.
Okay. The game is unpaused. We can finally play again. The YouTube audience will have no idea what happened, so we'll just skip all of that. Fine. I just accept friendship with the first 2 people I meet. I'm too nice. So he said, does it really make a difference if you always step in that they could privately communicate in CivFR? Not really. I mean, technically everybody could be doing that right now since I'm deafened. People just talk in voice channel about ganging up on me. It's happened in CPL before. Back when I played there was a game that's on my channel where I was playing Scotland. And 2 other players were just coordinating against me in the public voice channel, and I was deafened, so I didn't know that it was happening. And it's perfectly allowed, right? It's the risk that you have to take on whenever you deafen yourself. The problem is such that I care too much about my YouTube audience, so I allowed myself to be vulnerable to that because I wanted to be able to mute the players in the game because they were being annoying. What was it? One of them, I can't remember his name. What was the name of the guy? Is like known for being like really, really annoying. But yeah, one of the players that attacked me is a guy who yaps all the time in voice chat and was constantly yapping and talking about his game. And it's like, what? Am I just supposed to listen to that? I do not know. Plums. Yeah, it was not Barbos. Barbos is not the one. It was Loaded Lux. Loaded Lux was the player I was bashing earlier. When I said that he was super annoying. Let me see here. Ayutthaya. That's like a really big and impactful city-state. Who first met it? Duxpo? Bro already has plenty of culture. Come on. Seems a bit much to be given that first meet over to, what is it? Catherine Magnificence, who already gets culture on all of their, improved resources. I guess I use this guy to scalp her a little bit and then bring him back to, improve, like, the incense in a bit. I'm a ways away from getting to irrigation, so I have no reason to keep him just idle while I wait for it. If you run the double adjacency holy set card with the Civ, do you stack bonuses with the natural culture and science generation based on faith gen of your cities? Yes. Any card, policy card that grants extra faith will also grant you extra science and culture from your Civ bonuses. Inherently, because that's just how it works. Sure. Now, here's the question. Where do I put this? Down here might be fine. Yeah, in this game, you can get away with settling off of hills in Ethiopia. Thank you, BBG. It works on cities founded on resources, not just on cities founded on hills. So I'm okay to settle on the sugar down here. Hold up. This city, let me work the 5-0 for 1 turn for faster growth, and then I'll switch back away from working it. Okay, I have met Bordy, who is playing Kree. Maybe I switch a friendship to Bordy because he's always been good to me ever since the day we were born. And also because Krieg have shared vision to his allies, so it'll mean that I meet every city-state probably if I become his ally. 5-0 and 3-2 in first ring is so nice. Yeah, it's kind of insane how good this is. He could technically bop this back to my city. Do we have the settings? I'm not that concerned because I know Bordy is not the type of person who is likely to troll my settler, but hold up, let me see the settings. Sent home, yeah. So if a settler is stepped on, it is not captured with this setting. It just gets warped back to the closest city center and has its turn wasted, which is still a really big setback, but not the complete game ender that having your settler deleted if an enemy scout steps on it would be. I should have checked that setting before I decide to move the settler here, but I mean, it's. I don't think Bordy's the type of player who would fuck me here. Let me change what I'm working so I actually finish the holy site this turn. Okay, Lady of the Reeds and Marshes, I think. That's fine. Sure. First string holy site. Go for the shrine. Oh, I should have moved differently here. Go over here, grab the tribal village. Yeah, I could have moved further if I had moved along the flatland instead of moving over the hill. It's whatever. Next turn, the city will grow and start complaining about amenities. Or it would if I hadn't settled on the sugar. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, we're going to fix the amenities anyway by building the, whatchamacallit plantation here. Oh, I should have switched back to working the 5-1. That's really bad that I'm not working it, actually. I don't have a unit assigned to, like, my best tile. Or not unit, worker or whatever population. Let me do this for faster growth, actually. I think it's best to switch this tile to this city, and then next turn I switch it back to this city over here, and they both grow as quickly as possible that way. Thank you for the subscription, Lonely Ambition. When the Civ is 6, Gasm. Fair. I do like when the Civ B6. I might want to go a builder here now that I have this gold. Maybe a trader. I'll go builder. Just improve the flat plantation. The Civ likes to make more early builders than most because you get the +1 faith on all improved resources, which is delayed until you get to whatchamacallit, political philosophy. You used to get it at the start of the game, but it's still good. I'll just go along south here. Okay, Mount Kilimanjaro. Cool. Okay, tribal village. They're already going for Amani and Ayutthaya. That makes sense. Ayutthaya is really, really good. Might be a little bit overkill in the Civ that they're playing, but, you know, it can't hurt to have more culture. I feel like with your mainstream appeal, the Civ community could have really grown if things had worked out better. To be fair, it did really grow. Like, it was much, much bigger after my content started to pop off compared to before in terms of, like, the multiplayer Civ scene. But yeah, it could have grown even bigger if things had worked out well. I guess here, and then kill promo. Alright. I have absolutely no production overflow. Do I just shift enter here and then make a settler? I think that might be the play. Just switching this tile back and forth to keep everything growing as quickly as possible. Yeah, I shift enter my prod, which means I don't produce anything. And then next turn I can put in the policy card for 50% extra prod towards settlers and get the extra production in this city. I have extra sugar, but no one to trade it with. How am I doing on my golden age? I need some more era score, 4 more. I don't think that'll be that hard, right? I get it from probably founding a religion. And then like meeting another player or something. Recruiting a great prophet is 1 point. Founding a religion is 2 points. And meeting another player would be another 1 point. That would give me the 4 remaining points I need for era score. We're not really in too bad shape on that front. I could also just find a tribal village. Oh, or a wonder. We're the first in the world to find this wonder, huh? Okay. I'll just go 2 more settlers, sure. Send this guy north. Okay, there's an orange city-state here. I'll just go Moksha in the capital. I feel like maybe you could have persuaded the non-multiplayer Civ streamers to join in since they don't have any content from Civ 7, but every time they interact with the CPL community, it's so fucking toxic and only burns them. Yeah, it's kind of hard to convince them to play. One of the things that I think is really rough is like if you watch Potato McWhiskey when he actually did try playing a CPL, he just had a bunch of connection issues. Not like on his end, but like the game itself, like other players were having issues with their connection, and there was like a bunch of relobbying. Like the classic CPL experience for like 1/3 of games end in scraps, where you're just stuck relobbying and retrying over and over. And one of the things that's like crazy is because I think Potato McWhiskey was there, people are more stubborn about wanting to try to make the game work. Where so a game that would have been scrapped much faster normally, like after like 15 minutes or so of like struggling and failing to get it to work, instead took like an hour to get scrapped because they were like so desperate to try to make the game work. It took him like 2 tries to actually get a game that played out in CPL, and the second game still CC'd on like turn 81. Didn't meet it. Hold up, I can place a discounted campus. Sure. And just lock in the price here. Probably go shrine next and then the campus. Okay, what do I do with this guy? Do I just improve this incense here? I definitely want to improve the sugar because I have Lady of the Reeds and Marshes, which gives +1 production on improved floodplains tiles. And it's a good tile to begin with. Okay, Mexico City. Thank you for the subscription, Alex DDM. Did you give up on the content creator career? No. I mean, I'm still making videos. I'm still actually earning enough from content creation to support myself despite my reduced output, believe it or not. A lot of that's just because my old videos are continuing to rack up a lot of views. Like my big video exposing like the Andrew Treating scandal still gets like 40,000 views a month. A bunch of other videos are all racking up more than 20,000 views a month each. So it's like, even though my new videos, you might look at them and see, oh, like the full VOD uploads only get like 20K views after a week. But then you have to consider that I have a bunch of older content that's also continuing to get more views, continuing to earn ad revenue. So it's actually fine. I also live an incredibly cheap lifestyle. Like, I do not do much other than sit in my room and play video games on a computer all day. It is not very expensive to live the way that I live in a small apartment. Oh, could I take this? It's super risky. I could lose the scout if they have more than an archer. Like, an archer is already dangerous. If I take this, then there's a warrior there, and I lose the scout, and I'm not going to get the builder. I think it's not worth it. IS over here or here? I don't know where exactly is best. I'll go trader. Shrine. Guy's saying, could I get a deli? Is that talking about here? Fine. I'll give a delegation. I'm such a nice guy. It's crazy. Oh, I still have it set up to how do I set this up so it doesn't track YouTube subscriptions? It's because I linked my YouTube account here on Streamlabs. Ever since I did that, it's currently set up to give a notification sound every time I get a YouTube subscription, and it's like, that's not worth a notification sound, right? Like, I already turned off Twitch follows. I don't want a notification sound like every like 5 minutes. That's like, oh, somebody subscribed on YouTube. 5 minutes is generous. I get like a YouTube subscriber like every 30 minutes, I think, on average. Like 48 per day. That sounds about right. Assuming that I'm not putting out any like big content on that day. I'll get like 48 subscribers on an average day. So I said holy site project. I don't think I need to. I get this in like, was it 4 turns? Oh, math, 3 turns. Yeah, I wasn't math in there. I'll have it in time to get the era score. Then he said settle this on the 1-3 for the industrial zone setup. That's fair. I can do a fidget spinner with my capital, actually, if I go here. Aqueduct here, aqueduct here, aqueduct here, and then I put like 3 industrial zones here in a big clump. That would be really good. Should definitely do that, I think. Yerevan. I don't think I want to send a trade route to Yerevan just for the I mean, it is a lot of faith just for my civ bonuses. I get faith for every resource in a city when sending an international trade route. And it is an envoy. An envoy in Yerevan is worth a decent amount. You know what? I'll do it. Fine. What do I want here? Oh, city state. Okay, Mogadishu. Not very impactful. Mogadishu gives you extra whatchamacallit, gold on trade routes, +2 gold on all international trade routes, and they're immune to being plundered. Yeah, that's it. I could go another scout and just send it west. Sure. Next turn, I'll place the Gov Plaza here, which is what I really want. Let me avoid unlocking currency. If I unlock currency here, I wouldn't be able to discount the Gov Plaza. It's not a lot of production, but I do gain some extra production from discounting that, so I might as well, right? There's no reason not to discount the Gov Plaza if all I have to do that is not research currency this turn. I can't place it here because this is where I want my aqueduct. I don't think I want to place it here because I'm not going to have that many districts adjacent to it. I mean, I could place it here and then go, like, some campuses next to it. I don't know. This is kind of awkward. Maybe I do just place it here and say, fuck it. No, I probably want my unique tile improvement there. Place it on the cattle, as goofy as it looks. I don't want to get in the way of the aqueduct industrial zone setup that I'm planning to build. Okay, let's switch to this. For our builder. Where exactly do I send this? I think over here is best so long as I get like a good... As long as I have like a hill over here. Down here might have been fine as well, honestly. It really depends on where I have like a good settle in terms of having a... By the way, buying 2 tiles to get to a 3-2 is usually not worth it this early in the game. It's like something I used to do a lot when I was a new player. I think it's not worth it to buy like 2 tiles just to get to a 3-2 instead of working a 2-2. It's like so much gold to buy a 3rd ring. I mean, hopefully I have a city over here. Honestly, go over here and improve this. Okay. What do I want? I'll go work ethic. Sure. Extra production. And I will go for pilgrimage, maybe? Just extra faith for cities following their religion. I really want to get this plantation, like ASAP, because having a plantation on a floodplains tile is just insanely good when your Pantheon is Lady of the Reeds and Marshes, which only activates on improved floodplains tiles now. Monumentality, sure. Oh, I should just do this with a monumentality builder. What am I going to do with this guy? I don't know, but... I have to settle this on a hill if I want my civ bonus, so a hill or a resource, so I don't think I settle it on these flat tiles. But now I have to figure out what I'm doing. What do I do here? Yes, just monument. It doesn't... Not the best, but whatever. There's an Armagh. Okay. What is Armagh's quest? Religious conversion. Gotcha. Hold up. I'm going to improve some more resources because I still get the extra prod on or the extra faith on tiles that have a resource that are improved. I'm going to improve this copper. That'll complete the quest for Yerevan, which is trigger a Eureka for a wheel. Hold on. Let me get the city rename request for my 4th city, Annie. Honestly, up here. Sure. We'll go for the stone. Okay, commercial hub. Sure, honestly. Let me go here. Classical Republic. Extra production. Am I about to complete a city-state quest? Encampment, campus, spearman, great writer, wheel, religious conversion. No. The wheel is the only one I'm about to complete, and that one doesn't require that I put in the card for the first envoy counts as 2. I already have an envoy in that city-state. Sure, and then we just go down to unlock temples ASAP. I didn't move everything, but it is what it is. Hard to move everything when you're as big as I am, or slow. Didn't work ethic get changed to giving flat stats on shrine? Correct. Work ethic grants flat amount of production and flat amount of production on shrines and temples in BBG, which is generally worse than it was in the base game, but it was overpowered in that, so I mean, that's fair. You would expect it to get nerfed. In the base game, it gives you production equal to the adjacency of the holy site, which is absolutely crazy if you get like holy sites like +6 and put in the pulse card to double it to +12, which is totally doable with certain spawns and certain pantheons. They put an envoy in our Mog. Fuck it, I'll go audience chamber. Okay, there's probably a city-state right here. Will lobbies be higher quality if there's guaranteed 3 blue and at least 2 CS of every other type, especially for Spear Thrower? I mean, the 2 CS of every type would definitely benefit Spear Thrower a lot. I don't know if that would necessarily be higher quality. It might be more balanced if like the number of city-states of each color are the same between each game. Guaranteed 3 blue is a lot of blue CS though. Like that would be fairly fast-paced games when you have 3 blues in every lobby. But it's also more balanced if people know the number of blue city-states ahead of time, right? Because there's a lot of randomness involved in what the best civs you're picking are if you don't know what the composition of city-states are going to be before you load into the game. Okay. Thank you. Guy sent me a trade deal. That's good for me. Sure. What do I do down here? Let me scout a little bit. Okay, I'll bring this guy back. Maybe just chop to finish the holy site, then build a mine or something. I need to probably buy a settler somewhere. Where do I want to buy a settler? Buy one over here and send it down southwest. Inca is currently projecting out the first great scientist of the game. Reasonable. It's late enough in the game that projecting this is perfectly fine. Usually, like after turn 30, it's like fine to project Hypatia. A good bonus to have throughout the rest of the game. +1 science on libraries. And running the projects to recruit him is about the same cost as Hypatia is a woman. It's about the same cost as actually building the library yourself. She pays for herself like right away. I don't know what the best tile to settle on is over here, but I'll figure it out as I'm moving in that direction. What do I want to do? I mean, fuck it, monument. Probably not the best option, but nothing else is calling out to me here. It could also just be another settler. It would take a while to produce though and would slow down getting to the temple. Okay, there's some wine. My people are becoming very happy. Surely Bordy trades this. Gets my people to ecstatic. If I were to get my hands on plums. Feudal boost. How close am I to feudal boost? I have 2 farms, right? I need 4 more. That's maybe doable. I don't know how worthwhile it is. There's a tribal village here. Oh my god, this guy stepped on the tile that I wanted to step on, bro. I wanted to move it towards this direction because this is like the best looking city I see so far. I got silver by taking control of that. Just build monastery, Giga Chad. Thank you. OP, Armog too strong. If he steps on my settler, it just gets sent back to my city center. He won't be able to take it because of a setting we have turned on in the games. Settings. Improve Olive's northern city for +5. Yeah, I should do that. I mean, I'm planning to get both these right here. Hold up. Reduce the cost of purchasing tile. Am I making a settler? I'm not, right? I'm not about to be either. Okay, next turn the city's going to be working the olives and dyes. I'm just going to be making a bunch of temples. Already rejected my deal. Understandable. Okay. Temple. Temple. It doesn't show the yields for my religion on the temple for some reason, but they're there. Do I want to go Liang, I guess? Down here? Liang and Sharma take the promos for floodplain yields. And once she establishes, I'll buy a builder down there and use it to make 4 more farms. Or I'll just get the builder now, okay. But this builder doesn't have the extra build charge from Liang, so I still need 1 more if I want to get the boost for having a bunch of farms. I could go here, chop, and then build a monastery. Still gonna need to make a builder to get the 6 farms that I need for feudalism. I have 2, so I need 4 charges to spend on that. I can switch off apprenticeship, wait until I get the boost on that. Hold up, I gotta figure out what I'm doing with my envoys. What do I want here? Valletta is not bad. That didn't finish the project, god damn it. I was hoping that if I finished the project, I'll be able to take it if it got passed. Whatever. I'll just put 1 envoy in the blue for now. Fuck it. Do I have cotton yet? No. Is he asking for sugar or incense? I don't remember. Be weird if I sent him back the other luck. Like the opposite one from what he asked for. Let me send an internal to my capital from here. I should have gotten this sooner. Okay, nice. I have a chance of getting the trade route merchant if they take this next turn. I'll have to faith buy though. Okay. Where do I put this? Holy site here, sure. I should probably be spending more faith on buying stuff somewhere. Where exactly? I don't know. I mean, a builder here is fine. That's fine. I got past so much they only cost me 16. That's pretty cheap. What do I want to buy with this, though? I'll just go over here and get to the olives with this. I could have switched up my policy cards a bit. I don't need Diplomatic League in anymore. I might have also wanted to put an extra prod towards settlers and like pumped out some more because the city doesn't have much else to build. I guess it is about to grow in population. Then it can place like, I don't know, theater square. Feels troll to waste 200 faith on this, almost a settler. For what? The trade route capacity? I mean, 200 faith for a permanent trade route capacity for the rest of the game is not actually that bad of a deal. Let me improve this first. I can either do a discount theater square or I can go for a campus, which would give me the Eureka here for build 2 campuses. So I can see the argument for going for that. Yeah, I'll go for the campus. Once this establishes next turn, I'll buy a builder here. It'll get the extra charges from Liang. Extra charge. I said charges, but it's 1 charge. But you get what I mean. Ottoman's there, rocking the Pantheon that gives them extra gold and faith on resources improved with the mine. It's pretty crazy. Religious idols. Why don't you spam your unique improvement? I will once I get to feudalism. It's not like, I don't know if it's like that important to spam it. Also, our Mog's unique tile improvement is kind of just better. It gives housing and it gives some food. My unique improvement doesn't give housing. And if you look at PBG, Better Bounce Game Mod nerfs Ethiopian's unique improvement and buffs our Mogs, which is why our Mogs is better, right? If you're used to like base game, it would sound insane to say that our Mog is a better unique improvement than Ethiopia. But this is not the base. This is not the vanilla game here. Just so we're clear. I'll go here, get ready to chop. We'll place our Aqueduct Industrial Zone setup over here. We're going to put an Aqueduct Industrial setup over here, and then an Aqueduct Industrial Zone setup over here. I do want to chop these and then put the Aqueduct here, so we'll wait to place this cities. We're just placing the ones that don't have chops on them right now because it lets me lock in the price on the Aqueduct. They'll be cheaper if we place them now and then build them later. I do need to probably faith buy a settler somewhere. I am saving to buy a builder, or to buy a wave of builders at Feudalism, but I don't need to save this much. Like, it would be fine for me to still buy a settler right now, and then I'll still have enough to get plenty of traders. I should have switched my policy cards again. Whatever. Chinguetti spotted. Somebody said Chinguetti? Wait, was there a white city-state on the border of my vision somewhere? Somebody mentioned Chinguetti? I met Wolin. That's not Chinguetti. It's not even close to Chinguetti. Only a fool would compare that to Chinguetti. Buying this style that I'll never use. Okay. Do I not have a better tile for Etamanaki? Oh, this city doesn't even add that many floodplains. Floodplains Pantheon might have been troll. Or the promo might have been troll. I only have 5 floodplains tiles in the whole city, including the city center and the sugar. I don't want to squash one of the farms because I currently need them for what is it? The feudalism boost. I guess I can go for this. Somebody said scrolls by Chinguetti. Oh, there is a Chinguetti. I didn't even notice. I actually literally did not even notice, even after somebody pointed it out. I was like, is there a Chinguetti? Did I actually scroll right over Chinguetti? Well, that's game changing. Should have maybe try to take control of that. Okay, I get feudalism next turn by building one more farm. How can I get a farm next turn, though? Can I even get it with this guy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to buy another dude if I want it here. That's crazy. Watermill is what I should have made here earlier, by the way. I queued up the commercial project because I wasn't sure what to make. It should have been a watermill. I'll make a builder here so I can actually get feudalism next turn instead of having to wait extra time. I could place a discounted commercial up here, but I kind of want to get a industrial zone. I don't know. Do I have enough districts finished that unlocking industrial zones won't mess up my discounts? I think so, but... Oh, unlocking mathematics might mess up my discounts. Maybe I should have gone for sailing instead. My science is quite high for turn 43, but that's just Ethiopia for you, I guess. Helps that I have some decent campuses. A lot of it's just because I have this promo, my capital receives science equal to 20% of the city's faith output, and then I also get 10% of the faith output of every city inherently as a science. Okay. Oh my god, I'm working some lousy tiles here. How long have I had faith locked here? That's so bad. What the hell? Wait, this city's been gimped. That's so bad to have faith locked. That's bizarre. I don't know when I must have misclicked that. Somebody's finishing at Tamanaki up there. Who is this? Gaul. You get open borders. I could have bought even more builders. I did not need to hold back so much. I should have faith bought them in like literally every single city. I'll do that next turn. Pyramid is still up. Pyramid's still up. I'd have to settle a new city to actually fit the pyramids down, but yeah, I'll do that. Hold up. Uh, I need one more mine. Where should I put the mine? Okay, let me see here. These will probably be the last two settlers I make for a long while. I should have moved everything, whatever. You have good shots around that flat desert tile. Should get to it and get Magnus in there quickly. Yeah, I should go over there. I am planning to send a settler down there. Get a city down near the desert. I could even send a city straight down south here, which might be a bit better than going towards the desert, and still have a desert tile to build pyramids in the third ring, which I could just buy the tile. I didn't buy the faith by the builders. I said I would. Oh my god, how did I forget that? I am too rusty. I have not played a game in like 10 days. I should have faith bought a builder in every single city. Like, no reason not to. Okay. I'll go Magnus and Builder Hut for now. I'll send this guy up here and settle off fresh somewhere. It's fine. That was not good enough to really justify my unique improvement. I want it to be at least like 5 faith. Okay. You let me in. Like, that's fine. There we go. Okay. Next turn, I can actually place my industrial zones. This city will get one. The city will get one. Probably place one up here as well. We have a lot of time left to get our golden age. We're like super easily going to overshoot our golden age here. I'll meet the only player I haven't met. That's crazy. Okay. Maybe I should save some of those chops for Magnus, but eh. I don't even know if buying that's worth it right now. I think I go down here and then I buy the tile to place my pyramids. I didn't choose a technology. Oh, is it going to choose Celestial Navigation? That's kind of a bummer. I didn't want that. It's not the end of the world. I'll just place a discounted harbor up here. It doesn't really matter. It helps me get some Eurekas later for building, what is it? Build 2 harbors and then build 2 shipyards. But yeah, I should have chosen, ironworking. I don't necessarily actually want Celestial Navigation. Yeah, it grabbed it. Alright. I'll get the civil service Eureka somehow. Pretty sure I can get it without too much difficulty. Need to get this city's population up. Okay. How close is this city to gaining population? I just chopped rainforest and I hadn't updated yet. It's close, but still gonna take a little while. Oh my god, the harbor isn't discounted. Yeah, that'll just take a turn or two to fix. I'll just wait for that. I need to figure out what I'm doing here. Do I have another city rename request to do? I did Shaw. Now I have Rip Harura. That was a real one. It's probably the biggest loss we've had within like the past 2 weeks or whatever. A massive figure in the form of the Japanese racehorse Harura passed away like a week and a half ago, like 10 days ago or something. Honestly, I still am feeling the shock waves coursing through my body at this monumental loss. Speaking of losing, that's what Harura is known for. Horse had 113 straight losses. And now we commemorate this horse by naming a city in Civ 6 after her. We need to work the 3-1 to get faster growth for a little bit. Celestial Navigation, Mathematics, Engineering. I literally already have all of these, which is crazy. I'll place a holy site here, but I need to remove... I want to chop first. Okay, the harbor is discounted now. We can go for it. We'll go here. Go here. Everybody get ready to chop in the Magnus City. And afterwards, we'll move Magnus down here. Is Pyramids still up? Still is. That's super late, too. That's crazy that's still up. Fuck it. I did not move everything. How could I? Let me do the chopping in the Magnus City. What do I want? Is there a wonder that I could get? Mahabodhi Temple, +2 apostles. Great library? Great library. I'll go great library. We'll put in the policy card for extra prod towards wonders. If I could get Brussels, I would. But I cannot. Chinguetti. I should have put 2 envoys in Chinguetti. What do I want here? Honestly, this, probably. Okay. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Magnus. You have served your purpose. Now I'll move you down here. Now we have a discount comm hub we can place down. Give that to this city. It needs it more. Okay. Man, it is hard to finish my turns quickly enough when I have this much to do here. Time to get slot ordered by all means. Surely not. If I get slot ordered here, I'd be pissed. He's the only one with a higher slot than me. It's possible, though. It's possible. But that wouldn't happen, right? He does like to go for Great Library early a lot of the time. I should have started this sooner. If I'd started this turn sooner, I wouldn't have to worry about that. Okay. If I want to get pyramids, I need to get something to let me buy tiles cheaper. +1 faith to all woods and rainforest tiles in your empire. It used to be +2. They nerfed the reworked Meenakshi Temple. It's not as OP anymore. Saj. Where is this guy? Am I even close to Inca? I don't even know, which is not a good thing. Fine, I'll just kill this tile. need to get enough gold somehow to buy the tiles down here. I don't have any maize chops or like copper chops that I can see. Unless I were to remove a mine already built on copper, which would be kind of deranged. Uh, what do I want here? Sure. I'll place my first encampment. If I buy this copper and then shop it, I can then buy the tile next to it to place pyramids down, right? That would be the play. Then I get a bunch of builders down here to chop the pyramids out in like one turn. Why create an alliance when you only have 2 trade routes? For later when I have more trade route capacity, right? I'm building a lighthouse here and I'll build several more commercial hubs at some point later. Over here, it might have been a good idea to build a commercial hub. I wasn't sure what to build up here, but yeah, comm hub would have been fine. I do want an encampment somewhere. But I don't know. Okay. Okay. And now I don't think I'm actually getting the boost for building 2 markets, so I'll just hard tech this. I didn't rename this southern city. Nobody put in a rename request for the southern city. And when does the golden age end? 2 turns? I should buy more builders in every city that needs builders. So I want one up here. I want one over here. And I probably want another one down here, which I'll buy in this city because it gives the extra charge. Okay. Classic. And now all my builders that exist also get an extra charge. I might want to go for Joe Burkle. 1, 2, 3, 4. It gives an extra many for every strategic resource within 4 tiles. I can't reach the horses. I could get the iron and the niter, so it's +2, and that's like it. Eh. Mont St. Michael. I want to place Mont St. Michael. I sent a delegation to somebody earlier and he never gave it back. If I could just get the one that I sent back, that'd be great. Did not need as many delegations as I got, but not complaining. I have not been moving everything. I need to scout better here. Well, that's the end of my golden age. And into the new one. I have to figure out what I'm spending my faith on now. Just Valletta, I think. I have this. And I need to evangelize my beliefs. Pyramids applies to existing builders? Yes, it works retroactively. Is that like the only desert on the map or something? I don't know. I mean, there's more desert down here. Desert isn't that common on the map gen. But it is very, very rare to build pyramids this late. Like, it's usually taken earlier than this. I am not complaining. Very good for me that I am able to take it this late. Okay. Don't know why I was moving that there. Sure, another campus. I could also build another theater square. I need to build 2 amphitheaters boost. I should have sent this trade out. It is really hard for me to finish my turns well. Okay. I also need to put in craftsmen. A really important policy card. I could have passed 300 production already. Reduction in faith. I should also evangelize my beliefs. I have a lot to do. I have extra incense. Did I go audience chamber? Yes, I did. Time to GMC by scouts for retainers? Yeah, I need to get Grandmaster's Chapel up. For that, first I need to finish my capital's industrial zone. My city, or my capital, sorry, my empire is going to pass like 330, 340 production next turn. Very big. I don't think Ami is going to be threatening here. The player that is usually the biggest problem for me in these games is probably not in the running for messing with me here. Oh, he's in a heroic age. He went dark age first. That would explain his somewhat slow start here. And we did not get what we want in World Congress. They gave duplicate spices, which is not useful for me. Campus grants. Okay, I'll wait here if we're gonna grow into this naturally. Okay, I need 2 amphitheaters for the boost to own 2 amphitheaters here. Get 2 apostles. Use will let out of faith buy some more stuff. How do I activate this guy? Is +4 my best? That might be my single best place to activate this dude. My best holy site. Are there any plans to do another Spectre VOD? I really enjoyed the last one. I could do something like that. I've seen some requests for it as well on my Discord. That might have just been you. I don't remember, but it's certainly somebody. Giga Chad just spending 1100 faith on buying that. Ideally, I wouldn't have to do that, but I mean, it's not like I have that much else to spend faith on. Magnus sure is great. Okay. Just go what? I could also just go synagogue. Okay, I'll go synagogue, Giga Chad. Then defender of the faith. Synagogue is the one that just gives a bunch of extra science and nothing else. I think we might have had that and then it expired. I imagine he's not scamming me, surely. Didn't actually check. Maybe that deal is a scam. It was possible for me to get the boost for medieval affairs if I delayed it a turn. Whatever. Doesn't really matter that much. Matters a little bit. I'm losing like 100 culture. Whatever. This up here, this Huey is complete ass. Threw it down because I couldn't think of anything. Should have put down a Stonehenge instead. 100% Stonehenge was the play. I probably shouldn't finish this, but now, you know what they say, you know. They say the sunk cost fallacy is a good way to live your life. I use this guy to build a library in the university over here. I traded for tobacco, which I did not need to do. Mercury and silk is something I could trade for here. Build 2 harbors does not seem like it is happening. Put this up here in Sao Paulo. Thank you for the bits, MG757. Would you ever do a religious win for content? I do have a religious win on my YouTube channel that I did at one point. It's not as good as it used to be. I'm not sure if I would try it again now, ever since they reworked Moksha to make it worse. It's not the strategy that it used to be. Moksha used to have promotions that give them like extra charges on, or a discount on missionaries bought in his city. Apostles. Sorry, it was apostles. But yeah. Now he doesn't have that. It's not as good. No, Hagia Sophia. It's +2 science on all shrines. I should grab that. I keep forgetting that they did that to that wonder. It's so good. Like crazy how good Hagia Sophia is now, and it used to like be the worst wonder ever. Shrines grant +2 science. Oh my god. Of course I want Hagia Sophia. I feel like you can do it. You're a great Civ player. Test your skill. It depends on how many other people are going for a religion in the game. It will be a lot easier to go for a religious victory if there are very few religious civs. It's also best to play a civ that's well suited to it. Harold Varangian is really good because he gets yields every time he converts another civ to his religion. In BBG, he's particularly well suited to trying for a religious victory. The city has so many good tiles that it's not able to work right now. I forgot I can buy archaeological museums. Stonehenge, fuck it. Alhambra. Oh, I got cartography boost from somebody taking a great scientist and that activating my what is it? It activated a great library, which gives a random Eureka every time somebody else takes a great scientist. I need to build a lumber mill somewhere. I can switch out scripture. It is giving me +4 science per turn because it's doubling the science that my great scientist grants on this holy site, which does not show up on the card, but it is working. I should switch out urban planning as well. It gets knocked out next turn anyway because it becomes obsolete at the Enlightenment, but urban planning +1 prod per city is nowhere near as good as +1 science per city at this point. Natural philosophy would be better. Let's build a lumber mill. Okay. Let me see here. Buy 2 crossbows. I already have that. Hold up. 2 trebs. That's a Eureka. What else do I want? Buy industrial zone projects. I can't really think of anything else. I mean, this city can go for a university, but like up here, it was either a spy or industrial zone project. A lot of these builders are waiting around so I can afford more tile buys. I need to ask this guy for open borders so I can access the top left corner of the map. I'm currently leading the world in techs completed, but my lead is going to shrink because I haven't been completing a tech every turn for a while. I should have gotten square rigging. I didn't realize it got boosted by a great library this turn. I would have switched to it if I'd known. I can probably do 1 tech per turn from here on out, though. Like, this will be the last turn that I don't complete a tech. Bro, Amit is really struggling here on Scotland. What is this? 126.95 on turn 60. Kind of small. He's in a heroic age, too. These are his heroic age stats. Could have picked a broken civ like I did. Works every time. I was thinking of chopping the Hagia Sophia because it's better, but then I thought, like, there's so few players that are likely to be contesting at this game. There's, like, only one other religious civ. Wait, is there a religious civ? Yeah, there's Indonesia. There are no dedicated religious civs, actually. There was one hovering a religious civ earlier in the lobby, and then they switched off it. There was somebody hovering Tibet. But yeah, they, 2 other people ended up founding a religion, but you don't actually need to commit to a religion on either of those civs. Jebel Barkal can go down here. I can go for the archaeological museum. Tarja, let me trade for cocoa if I can. Wait, what do I have extra of? Sugar. That's because I'm getting it from a city-state. That's why it says I have a 1 left, but I have extra. The extra doesn't show up on the trade screen because it only lets you trade resources that you have improved in your own cities, not ones that you're getting from city-states. I need to, like, buy a Oromo cavalry here and go check out Inca. I can probably get some good trade routes with him, but I need to actually scout his cities. Southern City is the next city rename request. That was 23 minutes ago. Man, I suck. Do I have a city for this, right? Yeah. Should have done that earlier. As good as Heroic is for compensation, Tempo is still way better. Yeah, in terms of like golden ages, you'd generally rather just chain golden ages back to back to back. Heroic is a lot better on civs that have a lot of early game culture because they don't really mind the Dark Age first. A great example would be like Cyrus is like the perfect civ for Dark Age into Heroic. He gets extra culture on all of his internal trade routes. And on top of that, Cyrus also gets an extra trade route capacity upon researching political philosophy, which has synergy with the fact that the Dark Age policy card gives him +2 food and production on internal trade routes. Oh, somebody said he passed even Khaldun by accident. That's insane, by the way. Holy shit. Even Khaldun is the scientist, which is really good. I think we had a hot join earlier because we had a player that Firaxis crashed and they had to rejoin the lobby. And we've been playing the whole time without re-lobbying. Seems like it finally caught up to us. You should make a video ranking different methods of cheating on a tier list from stream sniping to ammo scouting. Perhaps. I don't think that would necessarily be the best content. There are some creative ways to cheat that some people don't know of. There are some exploits that are banned in CPL and generally just like disallowed in competitive multiplayer in general, but have not actually been fixed. A common one is with Sweden, if you place down their unique tile improvement, it's supposed to be 1 per city, but you can place it in the 3rd ring of a bunch of different cities and settle a new city such that it has 6 of that tile improvement all in its first ring. The game bugs out and gives you a bunch of extra yields on each of the unique improvements when you do this. But yeah, if you've ever seen a screenshot where Sweden has like +60 culture on like 6 tiles that are all in the first ring of a city center, that is the classic bug. It would be like you'd put a city here and then a open air museum or whatever on every single tile around it. You do the open air museums first in a bunch of cities settled around this tile, and then you'd settle the city last with all the open air museums already built in the first ring for it. The only way you can get more than one of them in a city center or inside of a city is by settling a city such that it has them in its first ring already. I have to remember what to build here. Double Burkle is going down here. This was going here. Okay, I could buy another synagogue, but I'll buy the Oromo cavalry and go scout my ally here. It's different than what I did before the re-lobby, but it's not like anybody's keeping track. What do I want here? If I go a campus, maybe I want it over here just so I could get the, what you want to call it? University of Sancor? I don't think it's that important. Pomegranates for sugar, opium. I don't actually need the steel. I can't unend my turn now that I've ended it. It doesn't let you unend it on infinite turns. Are you coral? No. My religion is work ethic. That is why I have 436 production per turn on turn 61. Also that, and I have like a bunch of big industrial zones, +6, +5, and then a really good setup down here. It's +7s and a +8. I don't have any other industrial zones, but that's fine. I think these hit everything at the factory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, every city is within 6 tiles of an industrial zone. So we're good on that front. Okay, new turn. Cool. Okay. Oh, I got this guy because I finished building Stonehenge. I forgot that I have Yerevan, so I can get this. I can get whatever promotion I want on every single apostle. That's actually, maybe I should consider religious victory for the meme. If I get a religious victory here, it would just be because I could have gotten a domination victory, but chose to go for religious instead. Right? Because the only way I'd get a religious victory here is by threatening to kill somebody if they don't let me convert them. They're just giving me a relic. Sure. Who am I to turn down the generosity of my loyal supporters? I should be running this instead, just because the extra adjacency also gives me a bit of science on this building. I should buy a granary here. I need to pay attention to the great engineers. When this one goes, I want to be prepared to take what's up next. My science will spike quite a bit because I'm about to finish Hagia which in BBG gives +2 science on all shrines. I think I have a shrine in every single city except for maybe one. I have like 8 shrines. Do any of my cities not have a shrine, actually? I have a city without a holy site? No, every city is a holy site, so I have 9 shrines. This is just +18 science per turn. It's quite good. And of course, that 18 science per turn is going to be multiplied by my amenity modifier, so it's actually more like 21 or 22 science per turn or something. Forty is finished Chichen My first copy of this resource over here. Let me just take this and use it to scout. Oh, the city is a lot of put up extra prod. We'll take this. Has a lot of prod overflow. It's good here to build Kotoku in. This gives me 20% extra faith in the city, which has a lot of synergy with Moksha's 20 gain science and culture equal to 20% of the city's faith output. And the fact that I get 10% of that on top of that from being Ethiopia in every city. Okay. I should have moved this, but whatever. Next turn, I can start on my factories. Turn 64 is not bad timing for industrialization. Pretty solid. Grab astronomy so that I can get colonialism next turn. I want the Eureka for that.
Flowers.
Hold on. I want the extra science in every single worship building because extra faith in every worship building because it gives me science and culture because of my SIB bonuses to have more faith. Important to get that up whenever I can. Factory. You get the university up here. We'll go harbor. Let me finish Alhambra first, obviously. The city goes for a factory. Okay. What do I want to spend my faith on? I could go a granary in every city. I kind of want to keep the city open and go an art museum. I'm not sure I want an archaeologist here. Wait, found a natural wonder somewhere. I don't know how. But okay. How many foreign trade routes are going through here? Enough. I'll take the promo for extra yields on foreign trade routes passing through. What's the min CC turn? 80? It's usually 81. I don't know why it's 81 instead of 80. It's just by convention. Pomegranates from Robert the Bruce, surely. Thank you, Amit. Sure, just place this here.
I fan mine.
Okay. Can go another trade route. Cool. Oh, I should have moved this guy down here. We might see this engineer go next turn. I should pay attention to this. Let me see. Is this guy going to earn more points? Yes, he earned 4 engineer points this turn, so I have to pay attention. I might want to buy a bunch of great engineers. With faith. Works for me. Leonardo da Vinci gives extra culture in every workshop in my empire. Pretty good. I currently have 5 workshops, so it'll just be plus... I mean, this math's impossible. 5 times 3. That's 15. I mean, how can I be expected to do mental math like that when I'm focused on a Civ game? I can barely do that mental math when I'm not, like, distracted. Okay. Is raising sea level ever a problem in these games? Usually not that big of a deal if you're like on top of things. Obviously for me, it'll basically never be a problem. Why is there shallow water up here? I want to see. If there's shallow water up here, there might be a city state up here. Let me see here. Get the 6 envoys in Chinguetti. The sea level rises very, very quickly in multiplayer games compared to like single player games, just because players just spam the ever-loving hell out of like power plants. But usually, like if you're on a good pace, you can make it to what is it? BBG actually moved flood berries earlier in the tech tree to account for this. I guess if you were playing without better balanced game, it would be annoying because they're unlocked like up here at computers or something insane that's like way too late. Flood barriers, but they moved it all the way back to Steam power. So now it's like actually attainable. And you can actually build flood barriers in your cities before they start flooding without needing to be like way ahead of everybody. Gives me +1 culture or +3 culture on every workshop. Okay. Growth City to 15 population. Is that happening anytime soon? Probably not fast enough. Like, I could try to get the city up by chopping some rainforests. I don't know if I could actually get it fast enough to get this boost, and I kind of just want to throw down Oxford University real quick. Use the Wonderprod engineer that I just faith bought for 1,500 to build it. For a trader. Okay. I didn't see what happened up here. There was no city-state up here. That's unfortunate. There might be a city-state like right here, but I bet I probably would have seen its unit if I had been there, like a boat or something. Surely. What do I want? Just campus somewhere. Over here. Why not? I have to figure out where I go Oxford University. It has to be on a flat tile next to a campus with a library. I actually don't have that many tiles that qualify, do I? I don't have, like, any. Uh oh. I'll go Forbidden City instead. Just scouting to see if I can reveal cities that'll give me better trade routes. Botala Palace is fine. I do need to build 2 banks, Eureka. Hold up. I can go an archaeologist here. I might be able to buy archaeologists with faith. Is that one of my abilities? Can I buy archaeologists? Yeah, I could have bought that. It's whatever. It is wasteful to produce one when I can purchase archaeologists with faith. Very wasteful, but it is what it is. Let me go water park here. Let me check if anybody else have I spotted anybody else building Forbidden City? No. Sure, that's probably good for me. I don't think I have both of those. It doesn't really benefit me if all my cities are ecstatic anyway, and then I accept that deal, but hold up, this is probably for the best. Okay, let's get to 6 envoys and another white CS. I should try to take control of Chingwedi if I can in a moment. Oh, there's a Singapore up here. Noted. What am I supposed to do with this? I do need to get, what is it, Renaissance walls built for steel. I'm able to spend my faith on city center buildings because I'm suzerain of the city-state of Valletta. Hello, are you going to play CPL/CFL? CFL is not the... That's not a thing, I think. I think you're confusing it with CivFR, which is the French league. You just threw F into the middle of CPL and was like, yeah, that sounds French. I'm assuming that's what you did. It could be something else. Let me go for this. The extra faith is converted into what is it? Science and culture by my Civ bonuses. Wow, I am so big, by the way. I turned 70, like 400, 400. Average Ethiopia game. Looking like a CC angle. This is like ridiculously large stats, actually, for this turn. There's only one blue city state as far as I'm aware, too. How are you supposed to keep up with this on anybody else? Like, how does any other civ keep up with this stat line? Hold up. I need to get a second bank somewhere. What's the best city to go for bank number 2? It's got to be here. Yeah, these two cities make a bank, and then that gives me to build 2 banks, Eureka. Oh, he accepted the deal right as I was about to resend it to notify him again. Sorry, did I just see 10 strength cities from Ottomans? 10? This guy's not made a unit. This guy's not made a unit stronger than a warrior. 10 strength cities. That's how you know. I could literally just run a single Oromo cavalry over here and one-shot this city in one hit. Oh, I didn't rename the city, even though I said I would. CFL is actually the Canadian Football League. He's asking if you were going pro in real-life sports. That's a fair question. I've always had aspirations to be a pro Canadian football player. I've got the pro part down, but the Canadian part still eludes me. I've been working on my Canadian accent by watching XQC. I hear that's just what all Canadian people sound like, so... I have such like an absurd amount of faith. It's like actually wild. This guy is cavalry. He's already getting his unique unit. Who could he be planning to attack? I mean, I doubt he'll backstab me. I have 4,000 faith. I'm like fine. Let me go here and just counter spy, I guess. Yeah, fuck it. Another harbor. I'll buy 3 line infantry next turn. I'm actually gonna grab ballistics here. I want to get the Scorched Earth boost next turn. I don't want to finish Mass Media because it'll obsolete this policy card, Retainers, which I'm still getting value out of. Oh, there's a war declaration. Hold up. Was that this guy declaring war on somebody? No. Who declared war on who? I just clicked away the notification without reading it. Dido is at war with Gorgo and Ottomans. Oh, yeah, okay. Mr. 10 Strength Cities is not long for this world. Maybe he should make his unique unit and stop getting blown apart. I forgot I can buy these with faith due to my bonus here. Hold up. This will actually finish this Civic, by the way. The reason that finished, even though it looked like it wouldn't, is because I had Pen, Brush, and Voice, which increases the gains from triggering inspirations. Oh, whoops. I am getting a ton of trade routes from my allies. That is probably helping a lot with my that line being so big. I can form a core out of a land military unit, right? Okay, I need one more. One more core. All right. What's the plus for? Is that CC? What up? What are we
Maybe
voting
that's the
on?
reason.
Oh, they're wanting
CC.
CC to me.
CC for you, brother.
They want a CC to me. So
By the way, body, where are the traders? What's happening?
definitely still internaling on Crete.
Hold on. I have 2 allies. I'm training to both. I think the Civ honestly might still be broken. The one I'm playing. Maybe just a little, still really good. I am sending friendship back to my allies, but yeah, if y'all wanna CC, then who am I to stop you?
I'm down.
Herson,
Like
do you
you're
want to research
clearly
alliance
into
with
him.
me? Well, I'm plus CC, but anyway, do you want research alliance with me, or we go with cultural?
What was that question? You said, do I want to switch alliances with you?
Yeah,
Kind of.
you had cultural alliance with me, but I'm asking about research.
I already renewed research with my other ally.
Oh, okay, I see.
Their culture is kind of lacking without the cultural alliance, though. You're on 75
My
culture.
cultural yeah, my cultural X is away, so yeah.
Dido, get your governor out of my CS.
So did you Question mark?
We have 1 minus now. Ah, okay, I guess
Oh.
that's that.
You know,
FF.
Wait,
I
that wasn't a
think,
manual as well.
yeah.
Herson,
Okay,
you know,
that was a manual.
you still have time today?
Do I still have time for another game?
No, duel.
For a duel? No.
Also,
Give the
fuck you.
people what they want to see.